Hey guys, it's Kyle Bent with hardocp.com. This literally just showed up here this morning. It's the Gigabyte Aorus X399 Xtreme gaming motherboard. This is obviously an X399 chipset board for Ryzen Threadripper. This will be Gigabyte's new Halo product, or at least top end of the stack. So points of interest: 10+3 digital power. What do they else say? Saber Hi-Fi. Let's look on the back here. So again, looking at the back, the big claim to fame here is the 10+3 power phases, IR digital VRM solution. These are IR 35201 MOSFETs, if I remember correctly. They are keyed in around 135 degrees C and they're rated at 50 amps. So we've got a new cooling solution on this. Front and rear audio. We'll take a look at the I/O plate and all the other good stuff here. So this is specifically designed for overclocking 32-core Threadripper. So let's see what's all in the box. Team up, fight on. We got a nice presentation here. Let's see. Holy smokes, that's pretty heavy. So straight out of the box here, we've got a very impressive looking piece of kit. Let's take a look here. They're all on camera. We have 3 M.2 slots, which are obviously tied directly back to the CPU, 4 lanes each in PCIe. So while this may be a little bit tough to see on a screen unless you blow it up, we have a direct heat pipe set up here. You can see our PWM components down. Everything is has thermal pads on it. Looks like it's fairly well done. Heat pipe travels over here. You can see again, all of our thermal pads look to be well done. So in the past, we've seen this kind of layout be a point of contention with some of these boards, but we actually have dual VRM fans underneath here to actually help move air across our heatsink that's down on the motherboard, which is pretty interesting. Here's another nice little touch against our VRM components, actually down onto this base plate that covers the back of the board right here. I'll show you that a little bit wider in a second. They've also thermally padded that as well to help this whole back plate act as a heat sink. So here's the whole back plate. You can see here, and along this edge is where those VRM components are. So coming back over here to our I/O, obviously we have the I/O panel. It's already installed. I know a lot of us like this. We actually have a power button here on the I/O instead of down on the PCB itself. That's interesting. Clear CMOS, USB 3. We have Wi-Fi, USB 3, USB 3. We have 2 gigabit Intel LAN ports. We also have a back channel or a back I/O USB 3.1 Type C and a regular USB connection. And we also have a 10 gigabit Ethernet connection here, as well as our audio connects here. On the audio, we are looking at, it is a Realtek ALC 1220-VB, and it also has what they call the Saber Hi-Fi, which is the ESS 9118 DAC on this as well. Of course, as I said before, this is a X399 chipset for Threadripper. We do have the available use of 4-way SLI, which is not really supported by anything anymore, so it really didn't matter. But it is possible to use a 4-way crossfire there. It looks like we have a ton of RGBs down on this thing. Let me read off the spec sheet here. So I'm going to cheat on this one. We have multi-zone controllable with digital LED light effects, 2 RGB headers. So we've got a 112 volt RGB header here. The other RGB headers right over here on this side. We do have extensions on this board for front USB-C or front USB 3.1 type connections. Obviously, we've got 12 USB 3.1s altogether. There are 4 USB 2s on here as well. This is an EATX format layout, form factor, so it's 305 by 269 millimeters. Another interesting point on this board is outside the VRM info, that are the VRM specs that are really up there for overclocking the high-end 32-core Threadripper. We do have temperature zones built down. There are a total of, let me read this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different temperature chips down on this board for taking taking temperature and spec. Let me see what we have here. We obviously have VRM temps, we have CPU temps, chipset temps, temps on PCIe slot 1 and 2, System 1 and System 2 temps. I'm not sure exactly where those are down on the board. System 2 temp is over here. And it's looked at. It's just got a whole lot of stuff down on it. It's going to take a long time to get into it. So there you go. That's a first look at the Gigabyte X399 Aorus Xtreme for Threadripper. Looks like it's a really nice looking motherboard. Of course, we're going to be testing it here this week and some after that as well. This is Kyle Bennett with hardocp.com.